Almost every person you see in your dreams isn't real. Your brain can create completely fake people with fake voices and fake memories, so realistic that you fully believe they exist. And the creepy part is, your brain makes them instantly. Scientists believe your brain mixes together tiny features from random people you've seen before. A stranger outside, someone you walked past years ago, a random face online. Your brain stores all of it. Then while you're asleep, it combines those memories together to create people that feel completely real, even though they never actually existed. Have you ever been falling asleep and suddenly felt like you were falling? That weird jolt can feel so real that your entire body jumps awake in panic. And surprisingly, scientists still aren't completely sure why it happens. But the most common theory is actually pretty creepy. As your body starts falling asleep, your muscles begin relaxing so quickly that your brain sometimes thinks you're literally dying or falling from somewhere high up. So your brain sends an emergency signal through your entire body to test if you're still alive. That sudden muscle spasm is called a hypnic jerk, and almost everyone experiences it at least once in their life. If you point a laser at a plane, you probably think you're just shining a tiny harmless light at it. But if you hit the wrong aircraft, pilots can report your exact location, and you could end up getting arrested for a federal crime. Here's why lasers are so dangerous. Plane cockpits are covered in tiny scratches and imperfections you normally can't see, and the farther a laser travels, the wider the beam becomes. So when the laser hits the windshield, the light scatters everywhere, turning one tiny beam into a massive flash that fills the entire cockpit. And if this happens while the pilots are landing the plane, even a few seconds of blindness can be deadly. If Earth lost oxygen for just 5 seconds, millions of people would immediately die. And the scary part is, the damage wouldn't stop there. First, the sky would suddenly turn dark. Without oxygen in the atmosphere, sunlight would scatter differently, making the entire world look almost black even during daytime. Then every airplane in the sky would instantly lose pressure. Concrete buildings would begin collapsing because oxygen is actually part of the material holding them together. Your inner ear would explode, cars would stop working, and every unprotected person outside would get severe sunburn almost instantly because Earth's ozone layer would disappear. All of that in just 5 seconds without oxygen. This man was struck by lightning 7 times. You see, most people spend their entire lives avoiding lightning, but Roy Sullivan wasn't most people. In 1942, he was struck for the first time while working as a park ranger. Then it happened again, and again, and again. Over the next 35 years, lightning struck him a total of 7 different times. One strike burned off his eyebrows, another set his hair on fire, one even knocked off his shoe. Somehow, he survived every single strike. To this day, Roy Sullivan holds the world record for being struck by lightning more than anyone else in history. Did you know doctors used to prescribe cigarettes? As crazy as that sounds, it's actually true. In the 1940s and 1950s, some cigarette companies used doctors in their advertisements to convince people smoking was healthy. Some ads claimed cigarettes could soothe your throat. Others said they helped people relax and reduce stress. Because the advice appeared to come from doctors, millions of people trusted it. But decades later, scientists discovered the truth. Smoking causes cancer, heart disease, and millions of deaths every year, which means one of the worst health products in history was once being recommended by doctors. This man survived a nuclear bomb twice. You see, during World War II, a Japanese engineer named Tsutomu Yamaguchi was in Hiroshima the exact moment the first atomic bomb exploded. The blast threw him into the air, burned his skin, and nearly killed him instantly. But somehow, he survived, and 2 days later, he traveled back home to Nagasaki. Then, while telling his boss what happened, the second atomic bomb exploded. He survived that one too. Out of millions of people during World War II, Tsutomu Yamaguchi became one of the only known people to survive 2 nuclear bomb explosions. Did you know Romans used pee as mouthwash? As disgusting as that sounds, it's actually true. Ancient Romans collected human urine because it contains ammonia, a chemical that's still used in cleaning products today. People would literally rinse their mouths with it, believing it helped whiten their teeth and keep them clean. And somehow, it actually worked. So the next time you brush your teeth, just remember, 2,000 years ago, some Romans were using pee instead of toothpaste.